Alright guys, welcome back. So on today's video, what I'm going to be talking to you about is a very in-depth comparison of what a lot of people obviously buy within, I would say, the UK and across the world, and something a little bit more niche, but what I think is obviously a much better alternative. So I've used both of these bottles in depth, so I would say, more than qualified to give my opinions. Now, what I'm going to do, this is not hammer one brand, promote another, or vice versa. This is just going to be my pure opinion on what I think is the best. Again, I build this channel on hopefully giving you the best information, the best product, the best accessories. So again, this is my opinion. This is not how to do it. This is how I do it. So there's a big difference there. So first of all, you've got the IK. This is the multi-TR one. This probably got introduced around a year ago now, and this is by a company called IK. Again, I'm sure you've heard of IK. They're first known for their kind of sprayers, so you can pump sprayers, pump foamers, all that sort of stuff. Now they kind of entered the market with this bottle. Now this has got a litre capacity and HDPE, again, which is good because HDPE holds harsher chemicals a lot better, a lot more stable, and obviously for a much longer time. Now, my experience with this is, first of all, let me do it this way. The bottle design's basic. It's got, again, a 28mm neck, which is fairly standard anyway, so that is actually useless information. But if you want to geek out, this is a 28mm neck, which will fit pretty much all the big 500ml, 1000 litre or milliliter sprayers. The bottle itself, I mean, it's okay. The design is, again, it's natural. So you can kind of see what sort of chemicals you're holding. But the biggest letdown for me is it comes with a Canyon kind of trigger. Is it a Canyon? Let me just double check. Yeah, a Canyon trigger, which is as basic as they come. It's meant to be chemical resistant, which to some degrees it is, but it's a standard trigger. I mean, when you're charging this much for a bottle, you'd like to think it would come with at least a double action sprayer, potentially. I don't know, so I've used this on all manners of products. I've used this, again, I take huge care in this, so when I used wheel cleaner through it, I triple washed it out, machine washed it out, everything. Glass cleaners, detail spray, so I use the whole spectrum of our range because, again, some have got slightly kind of different viscosities, and it's okay. It's literally a good mixing bottle at 1000 litres. So if you want to go and buy one, go and buy one. Is it going to make your car catch fire? No, it's not. But still, as I said, for the price, the Canyon trigger it's average at best, if I'm completely honest with you. It looks, I mean, I'm all about the look as well. It's not exactly the most appealing trigger in the world. It looks like a bird's beak. And yeah, that's my views. Obviously, I'm going to go and fill this up with a bit more product, various products hopefully, and I'm going to kind of show you outside or in here, depends on what I fill it up with. I'm actually going to show you how it sprays. And then obviously you move into the Pressol. You know we sell Pressol. Recent acquisition of ours, but especially this bottle here, as you can see, it's a different size. These are our test bottles. Again, 9 months in the testing. I've had everything through here: wheels, undress, V2 dress, which again is fairly recent, glass, detailer, ceramic, and citrus. Again, so they've all got different pH levels. They've all got different viscosities, especially undress and wheels. Again, it's more of like it's not a gel-based formula, but it's within the consistency of the gel base. Now, again, going off the looks, let me line this up correctly. I personally think the look itself there's no comparison, it's black and white. This wins it on the aesthetics of it. The bottle design, I mean, this currently cannot be beaten. Everybody else seems to be going down the same route of let's make a standard shaped bottle. So to me, this looks like a Boston style bottle. Let's make a Boston bottle. Let's chuck a trigger on it. Let's sell it for X amount. It will do. Now, the it will do attitude, to some people it's fine. It does a job, it sprays. But to me, it has to kind of, again, if this was a £2 bottle, I would understand it will do, it's fine. Again, it's like my number one term of usage currently is it's all relative. Price is relative to quality, of course it is. For £2, you can't have the best bottle in the world. But then when you start talking 15, £20 mark for a single-use bottle, or for a singular bottle, I'm sorry, this is where you can start now picking it apart and saying, well, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? So obviously the household bottle is at £15. It is, you know, it's an expensive addition to anybody's detailing arsenal. It will last you a very long time. The parts are fairly rebuildable. You can have new triggers. In time, there'll be new spray nozzles also, which I'm working with Germany on. But in terms of design itself, it's beautiful. Again, the same as this bottle, you will be able to see what's inside. This being the slightly lighter shade of the natural HDP material that they use. Material strengths, I would say, are on par. You know, they're both fairly solid. Especially in this variant of the household, I have had citrus in there pretty much filled up non-stop. I haven't poured it out, haven't flushed it through. Again, 9 months, no problems whatsoever. Now, this is where you get to, I think, the bang for the buck and the money. The reason why Pressol is in the higher price bracket, I think, in general, but in terms of us buying it in, us selling it on to you, again, the price is at the premium end. I think, in fact, I don't think, I know that one of the main reasons, if not the main reason for the price is, of course, the trigger. The double action sprayer is second to none. Now, again, in fact, what I'm going to do for transparency purposes, this has got glass cleaner in, this will have some glass cleaner in. So I'm going to go and put some glass cleaner in and we'll probably wipe a worktop down, we'll wipe some cabinets down, and I'll show you exactly how each kind of a bottle performs. So, we've got both with YumCars, as you can see. Now, obviously I won't be spraying the cabinets down with this because it's got the wheels in. Now let's go in with the Canyon sprayer. I mean, this is a thin liquid. Now I'm getting, so this is the thing that I don't like about the Canyon. So I've had to open it up because I want a bit more of a fan. I'm still feeling resistance. Now, you put it more of a fan, the closer, obviously, the worse I get towards being closed, that's the limit, the more of a resistance I can feel. Now, this is, in terms of the consistency, I mean, the fan itself is not bad, I'll give it that. But I mean, the consistency is so thin, so we're not spraying undress here, whereas you go and put a little bit of glass inside a Pressol, and look at that. Again, for the camera, the fan is just as good, if not better, but it's the double action. It's a double action that actually gets me on the win on this one. By the way, if you have any sort of plastic stuff in your garage, so plastic cabinet toppings, metal cabinet toppings, if at home you've got gloss black kitchen stuff, or any color for that matter, glass on any of those is amazing. Again, I've put like half a liter on here. Oh, look at that foam. This is what I exclusively use to wipe down all our cabinets. Now there you have it. Again, this is not a review by any means. I don't kind of condone reviews because, again, I'm not that type of person to go and review something because it just does not interest me. But I'm just giving you my honest feedback. Now, for the price, this bottle, again, you know me better than kind of other people know me because you watch me, you know the price doesn't matter. If this bottle was £27, I'd still buy it. But if it's not a £27 bottle, I wouldn't be happy. Whereas with this, £15, obviously the 1 litre industrials are pushing £20 mark. It's a £20 bottle. The trigger is just top notch. And again, the design. This is why I think, I need to ask Germany on this for the official answer, but I think this is why they've called this the household, because you go and put this inside your house, somewhere on like a kitchen sink like this. Look at that. No matter where you put it, it's beautiful. You go and put one of these on somewhere. Again, it's not the worst design bottle I've ever seen. Trust me, I've seen a lot worse. But still, it's just not there for me. The canyon is what kills the bottle. You need to go and put a good trigger on it. I mean, seriously, this is meant to be an industrial level mixing bottle where you can, obviously, mainly alkalines, but alkaline based chemicals, so basically on the pre-wash stuff, anything on the cleaning, so wheel cleaners, tire cleaners, other kind of, say, worktop cleaners, anything harsh. Obviously the HGP is great, but the trigger, I mean, go and put a decent trigger on it. So that is just my views, guys. I thought I'd shoot this video because, again, people have been asking, what do you think of IK? How are you going to stock them? How are you going to do this? And I'm so sick of saying no, I'm not going to do it. I thought it's better that the next 300 people that ask me, I'm going to just send them this video. Have a look at my honest views, why I don't want to do it, and obviously the pros and cons to kind of each bottle. So I think I've covered everything really. Let me get the 750 back, because this is the one that we have, and I think this is the better bottle than this, hence why we never ordered the 500 mils, because in fact, just to give you a perfect example, off camera I went and topped this up with our full 500 ml of YumGlass, because this is a litre bottle, it's not sweating it. Now you go and put 500 ml of YumGlass into this, it will fill it obviously right to the fill line because it's 500 ml. However, if you want to potentially have less refills in between, or you want to go and knock a product down, so for example, you go and put our, say, citrus, undress, interior, something like that, but let's talk undress. You want to knock the viscosity down so it sprays slightly better. At 500 ml, you're then going to have to potentially have a quarter bottle of our original undress in the plastic bottles. And again, it becomes a storage issue, whereas with the 750 ml, you put 500 ml to here, the other, again, chuck the bottle in the bin, and you fill the rest of this bottle with 250 ml of water, give it a good shake, the usual procedure, and that way you'll have 750 ml worth of kind of good to go formula. So yeah, the 750 mils, I think these bottles, again, going off the previous video, I talked about the trial order. I think where it's going, currently it's neck and neck between the industrials and the households. However, I think the household in the long term, so 6, 12 months, 2 years, you know, that sort of time frame and that sort of analytic, I think the households, once people buy both, reorder a few kind of more bottles, all that sort of stuff, I think the household is going to be a household favorite. I did not mean for that pun, but still, yeah, it's, I keep one of these in my car for the lemon deodorizer. I have about 7 of these for home. I dilute, in fact, I've got quite a lot of stuff at home from the range. So the citrus, I use the citrus around the kitchen. It's honestly unbelievable. Now we've got like an induction hob that, you know, the black one, that there's no gas basically. And if you put citrus at a fairly strong dilution on there, and obviously I'm not known for my amazing safe cooking skills. I'm a good cook, but not safe cook. There's stuff splashing everywhere. And you know, once you take it off, it cools down. You've got the little splashes of, say, grease or fat. What I like to do is get the citrus, spray it on it instantly. Trust me, this is unbelievable. Instantly, it starts to melt it away. You wipe it with like a wet, warm towel, gone. Ovens, everything. So we've got an interior one for home. We've got a glass one, ceramic one for the showers, all sorts. So this bottle, I think, is the long-term winner. But apart from that, guys, Hope I've put my views across correctly. I have in no way hammered IK. IK have got their place in the market, fantastic. It's just, it hasn't got a place in my heart. It's just a good bottle, it's good. But is it the best? No. I don't know if they claim to be the best, but I'm claiming this to be the best. I'm letting the bird fly out of my mouth here. So yeah, it's horses for courses, as they say. You choose what is based on your needs, obviously on your price point, on your budget, because again, where we live in the UK, especially in the car care market, it's a very price-driven market, price-driven society and clientele. Certain people will only want to spend up to a certain amount. Even before they go online, they'll go, if it's more than X, I ain't paying for it. No matter how good a manufacturer, company, reseller say it is, I want to spend £5, £10. So I think this is where IK are kind of got the advantage, whereas with these guys, they're like, look, I don't care what the price is, you need to sell it at this price, this is the best price, and obviously this is the best bottle. So there's the variant, and the reason I didn't mention the Quasar bottles, I just do not like them. It's, again, it has a similar bottle style, it probably has a bit of a wider bump to it. I just don't like, the color schemes don't really work for me either. I mean, the trigger's half decent, but that's why I didn't really bring it into here. So I brought a single use trigger into this and a double action trigger use into this as well. So anyway, I hope this has helped to have an impartial view. Used them both for a long time, like I've already mentioned. And if you are looking to buy either one of the bottles, hopefully this little comparison, a little bit more in depth than you've probably seen like on other videos, hopefully this helps you make the right informed decision. So apart from that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.